I'm so grateful I gave myself the time to just be super intimate with myself. There's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on. And I think it was really beautiful to reach a point where I could just learn to comfort myself, to kind of be at peace with it all. Kind of go through like different flows of, first was just sleep. I slept, dude, that's the most restful I've ever been in my entire life, especially as an athlete. Like, I thought I knew what the definition of rest meant, but that's like a whole new, how I bring that into my world will be quite interesting. And then there's a point of restlessness, of course. And there's points where I felt like I was in such flow with that, with the part of me that was restless, and just watched it and tried my best to nurture it. And that was like a really cool, to not force it away, to just allow it to be there and to just hang out with it. Then you think you got it, and then something else. So I think it was just a great reminder. That felt like a really nice reminder of how much things change, how much we think we know and then we know nothing, and just to do your best to just allow yourself not to know anything, and just to be with what's present. I really thought, I started going through in my mind kind of like all the things in your life. You have the most time to think about anything in the future or the past, and thinking about like, oh, should I still play in my career? Like, what is it that's driving me to do anything? Something I would love to talk about at some point was like, what's the point in doing anything? If the point in doing something like my career is to, I don't know, reach a feeling, get something, and then I recognize that feeling is here now, what's the point? That was just like a beautiful thing to ponder. And if you ask yourself, like, what's the point in doing anything, your body will just start doing shit, like, what's the point of doing anything? Well, you gotta get to pee and to eat to survive. And then it was almost like there is no point, and like, that's the point. Enjoy that you can just do what you want, make your own decisions, and not even have to understand where they come from. Just really was a reminder to just keep trusting my nature and to just follow it, whether I'm sure of it or not. You have moments too where I was like so at peace. I mean, yesterday, the whole day was just like, this is it. There's nothing outside that's going to bring me any more peace than I have with myself right now. And then you came and you brought dinner, said see you tomorrow. It's like, oh, sweet, wow. We'll see you tomorrow. All night, just could not sleep. I just couldn't sleep. I was too rested, couldn't sleep. And it was like, oh, this is it. This is the practice of, this is the point. Like, really enjoying those times when everything is in flow and everything feels like it makes sense, and the times when it doesn't, just being softer, I think, with myself. It's like so in my nature to, I'm a very soft boy, but it's also so in my nature to like just push through the thing. Or just to like need to exude confidence in some way. So it's like, it kind of has me like redefining what I consider confidence.
How so? Well, I guess one, because that doesn't work in the dark.
Definitely not. Yeah, there's no pushing through anything. And I had many times where I was like, oh, try to work out, like do something physical to like change my physiology.
And feel confident.
And feel confident, or just feel a different state. And I recognize that's a beautiful tool, actually, it is. And also a useful tool. And also, it was nice to know that like I didn't need to do anything. And that there was something like really beautiful about choosing not to do the thing to distract myself, or to change my state, and to welcome a state that's hard to welcome. In some way, I feel like the deeper I go, the more outsider I feel, and simultaneously, the more empathy I have just for everyone. You know, just that everyone has their own path, and I think the challenging part is remaining on your path, kind of regardless of your environment, regardless of who you interact with. That's very challenging, and it gives me more gratitude for the people in my life who I feel like I really align with.